Hello Math Hustlers, this is Mr. Heath and I want to welcome you to our very first episode of Math for Life and the Math Hustler crew. Now I'm going to ask you a question. Remember, you don't have to be correct or anything like that. It's okay to make mistakes because that means you're very human. So let me give you this question here, and it goes like this. What is a fraction? We're going to get a lot of different answers, trust me. At the end of this episode, once you get through watching the adventures of Math4Life and the Math Hustler crew, you'll have a very clear answer of what a fraction is. You'll understand it completely. Trust me. And then when someone asks you that question, when you're in class, you want to show up, they say, what's a fraction? And when you say this answer, you'll be very clear and your teacher will think, really on top of it. So, take a moment, kick back, and let's go ahead and watch the adventures of Math4Life and the Math Hustler crew and how they deal with the question of, what is a fraction? Pay attention.
What is it, Math4Life?
Hold on, Destiny. I'm getting a signal. I'm sensing people arguing and fighting, and only fractions can help them stop. Come on, Destiny. Let's go. Arguing, youngsters.
Who are you?
Well, I'm Math4Life. This is my sidekick mathematician, Destiny. And you wouldn't have this problem breaking up that cherry bar if you just break it into fractions.
Wait, what? What's a fraction?
Oh, fractions. I remember those. I learned those in school. I hated them.
Wait, what? You guys don't know what a fraction is. A fraction is a whole that's just broken into equal-sized pieces.
What?
Huh?
What?
Huh?
Hold on, youngsters. Let me slice this cherry bar into fractions for you.
Hey, all the pieces are the same size.
Yeah.
Oh my god, your fingers are blades.
Yes, youngsters, I'm different. Yes, I'm different. Pulled up to the scene to my mouth, oh, and I'm out.
Now that Math4Life is gone, do you guys understand what a fraction is?
Oh, that's what you mean. A fraction is a whole thing broken into equal-sized pieces.
You see now, when you have to share, just keep it fair and break it into a fraction. What's up, guys? It's me, Destiny. I'm here to make sure you understand what a fraction is. I'm going to provide some examples for you. What you see with your eyes is going to help you understand the difference between a fraction and a non-fraction. Hey guys, let's get into our first two examples. Fractions. This circle is broken into 2 equal-sized pieces. This smaller circle is broken into 3 equal-sized pieces. Now let's take a look at examples of non-fractions. This larger circle is broken into 2 pieces, but they aren't equal. And this smaller circle is broken into 3 pieces, but they aren't equal. Now let's take a look below and look at 2 more examples of non-fractions. Even though they're broken into more pieces, the pieces aren't the same size, so it's not a fraction.
Hello, youngsters. This is Math4Life. And now it's time to go over some very important parts of fractions. First, we need to realize that we name fractions by the number of pieces they're broken into. Let's take a look at these examples down here. If there's 2 equal-sized pieces, 1/2. If there's 3 equal-sized pieces, thirds. And if there's 4 equal-sized pieces, fourths. Notice down below, 4 equal-sized pieces, fourths. It's really important that you understand that whatever amount of pieces they're broken into is what we name them. Hello, young people. Math4Life here. It's time to review. Why? Because practice makes perfect. So let's go for it. First thing we need to review, a fraction is a whole broken into equal-sized pieces. Really important. Let's take a look at these 4 examples. Let's look at example A. 4 equal-sized pieces, that's a fraction. Let's look at example B. 4 equal-sized pieces, we're not worried about the little markings or colors they have, because remember, as long as they're equal size, you know it, They're fractions. Let's take a look at letter C. They're two equal sized pieces. Hey, that's a fraction. And let's look at letter D. Three equal sized pieces. It's a fraction. So let's not forget the rule. A fraction is a whole broken into equal sized pieces. Here's another important thing that you must understand. Size matters not when it comes to fractions. Big, little, doesn't matter. Let's take a look at these circles here. There's one large circle broken into three equal sized pieces. Fraction. Look at a smaller circle broken into three equal sized pieces. Fraction. So it's important, youngsters, to understand size of no importance with fractions. Big or little, something can still be a fraction as long as it's what? Broken into equal sized pieces. Keep that in mind, and I'm out. Math hustlers, this is probably one of the most challenging ideas with fractions, and that's why Math4Life has given you a couple of problems here to take a look at. Really important thing here is that no matter what the difference is in terms of looks of the equal size pieces, if they're the same size, they're still representing a fraction. Let's take a look at that circle there. You got a little grain, got a little M&Ms without the peanuts inside of it. Then you got a little white area. Guess what? Fraction. Let's take a look at those triangles there. And a couple of them have some lines going through it. But are the sizes the same? Yep. All the sizes have been broken into equal size shapes. So, therefore, it's a fraction. If we continue on, we can take a look at these other fractions here. We have four equal pieces. The top one is all white. Now let's take a look at the bottom one. And we have two of the squares. One has flowers, the other one has little diamonds in it. Guess what? You guessed it. Still a fraction. We're not worried about the designs or anything inside of it. We're only worried about if it is broken into evenly sized pieces. Let's take a look at the other pieces over here, the triangles. Now, the one down below, that's in fourths because that's the amount of pieces broken into. It no longer has the stripes. Guess what, boys and girls? It's still a fraction. Important rule to understand here is that if it's broken, a whole thing is broken into equal sized pieces, the piece can have any different designs or colors. It's still representing a fraction because the whole was broken into equal sized pieces. Keep that in mind. Practice that one. You'll be on top if you can. Once again, Math Hustler out. Hello, this is Professor XY. One of the greatest burdens is for a young person to have potential, because you never know if you've really fulfilled it. Right now I challenge you like I've challenged Math4Life. See if you can fulfill your potential. Look at these challenges. Attempt to finish them. Challenge yourself. That is all for now. Are you mind strong? Are you? Hello everyone, this is Mr. Heath. I'd like to, along with the rest of the crew, thank you for listening. Now go get stronger. And remember, if someone hasn't told you, you are loved. Stay beautiful and try your best, because there is strength in you. And like the song says, don't stop giving out. Don't stop giving out. And remember, always stay hustling. Math hustling. Take care. It's Mr. Heath. Peace.